Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lizzy, for those of you who do not know. In today's video, we will be discussing questions you may have, whether you're in the military already and you're new, or you haven't joined and you're waiting to go, or you're thinking about going. Here's the video for you. This is the video you all have been waiting for. But before we get started, ignore this little rant. It's the light, guys. I wear glasses, but without, you know, hold up. Before we get into the video, I would love it if you guys subscribed and turn on your post notifications, for one. For two, go ahead and like this video, because if I like it, I know you don't like it. Period. But yeah. Okay, for real, let's get into the video. Hey. So these are questions that I have and that people have also asked me, and I decided, okay, why not make a video? Because you guys are sitting at home or wherever you're sitting at and you're just thinking to yourselves, why haven't I seen a video that has all these questions in one video? Why do I have to watch thousands of videos to get all my questions answered? I'm gonna actually take my glasses off just because the ring is like, it's bothering me, so I know it's probably bothering you guys, and if it's not bothering you guys, it's probably distracting, and we don't need you distracted. We need you to focus on the questions. Question one: if you join without a rate, will you be treated differently? I don't think you'll be treated differently. I feel as though the only thing you should be worried about is being treated differently because you're new, not because you don't have a job. Because when you are passing each other in the P-ways, people aren't going to be like, oh, what's your job? Oh, you don't have one? Oh. They're gonna be like, oh, I haven't seen you around here. You're new, aren't you? The conversation is gonna pretty much go like that. So no, you won't be treated differently. Question number two: is the food really that bad? Yes. Right to the point. Food is horrible, but it's not always horrible. But for the most part, if I had to give it a percentage, I want to say about 85% of the time is pretty bad. But I'm also a pescatarian, so they couldn't do much for me. But I've heard stories about like the beef and stuff like that. It wasn't too good, and so I would just say prepare for it. They do have their dishes that are pretty good, and you just have to figure out what you like, because they're gonna pretty much be making the same thing every single week. So, and this is, I'm sorry, not all food in the military is bad. It's the food on aircraft carriers, because they have to feed so many people that they have to ration their portions and stuff like that, ration their seasonings, all of that. So they can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna whip it up real big for general mess. Because number three: when can I live off the ship or not in the barracks? So you can live off the ship, or no longer. You don't have to live in the barracks anymore if you are E4 over 4 years. So that means you are E4 and you have 4 years in. You are E5, and that can be any time, because some people make I have a friend that made E5 in 3 years, and she has, you know, gotten her BAH so that she can live off the ship or out of the barracks. Or if you have you can be any rank and live off the ship and out of the barracks if you have a dependent, any rank, E1, E2, E3, E4, all the way up to whatever rank. If you have a dependent, whether that be a child or someone that you are legally expected to take care of, so that could be your grandmother, your grandfather, your brother, your sister, your daughter, your son, your husband, or your wife. Just a dependent. That's what a dependent is. If you have one, that's another way you can live out of the barracks or off the ship. I really haven't heard of any other ways. I'm pretty sure there may be other ways out there that exist. So one way I can think of is if the barracks are full and your ship ran out of like room, or they're in decom or something like that, which means they're being decommissioned, or the ship is being worked on, so there are other shipyards and whatnot. They could give you BH that way, but the likelihood of that happening, I'm pretty sure, is pretty slim because there's so many barracks all over the place. Question 4, so is the Navy hard? No, the Navy's not hard. The Navy is hard if you allow it to be hard. And what I mean by that is, if you sit there and you're just negative all throughout your day, it's going to make your day drag on, and it's going to be hard for you to get through your day. So the more positive you are about what you do, the better it'll be. The Navy is just like any job. You're working towards a paycheck, you're working towards your benefits, you're working towards some type of title, something. You're working towards something. And it's really just the same as any other job. Question number 5, will I make it through boot camp? I feel like you will make it through boot camp. If you train yourself mentally and physically, why not? There's nothing else that could stop you. You know, it's only 2 months. And it's 2 months. And when I say this, 2 months to really prepare yourself for the fleet. And it's all about you. It's not about anyone else. This is the time that you have for yourself. When I tell you, when I went to boot camp, I feel like I came out a different person. I was physically stunning. I was mentally great. I was just emotionally available. I was emotionally open to new things. I'm hoping I'm making sense. This is just my experience, but to sum it up, yes, you can make it through boot camp. I know you can. Question number 6, how was the ASVAB and what did I do? So the ASVAB for me was challenging just because I had taken time off from school to work, and then I jumped into studying for the ASVAB. I did the bare minimum because I wanted to join the military so bad, so I wasn't too interested in really going hardcore study mode. Like, that wasn't an interest of mine. But I did pass enough to join the military, and I didn't get a job, and I'm happy I didn't, because I wouldn't change it at all, because I came in undesignated and I finally was able to work a job that I love. So yeah, now I wouldn't change anything about that. Last question, the biggest question ever. Question number 7, can you attend college while on active duty? Yes, you can. And you're speaking to someone, you're listening to someone who has only taken college classes, college courses while on active duty. So you just got to pretty much work it into your schedule. Just like if you were going to go to the gym, you will work that into your schedule. That's the same thing with college. So for me, the one of the colleges I attended was a 4-week program for each class. Well, not the program. It was a 4-week college class. And so I knew, okay, 2 to 3 assignments will be due every week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Sundays. So on Monday, I'm gonna dedicate 2 hours to complete that assignment. Wednesday, I'm gonna dedicate an hour to complete that assignment. It just really depends on what the assignment's asking. Just like with the gym, you would dedicate 2 hours. Or if you was going to meal prep, you would dedicate this amount of time. It's literally all a matter of working it into your schedule. Now, when can you do it? You have to, well, from my experience, from my my previous 2 commands, my C commands, you had to be on board the ship a year minimum, and you had to be progressing towards your qualifications. And so you pretty much had to be a stellar sailor. You couldn't be stagnant. You can't just be sitting in place. Okay, well, I'm here, I'm on the ship, I'm painting, but you're not doing anything else. If you aren't doing anything else, 9 times out of 10 you won't even be interested in taking college courses. That's just how I see it. That's what I seen while I was on the ship. I seen people who came to work and they just did their job, whether it be picking up a paintbrush and painting, or they typing up some type of paperwork. That's all they would do. They wouldn't get their qualification, and they weren't taking college courses. They weren't even interested. Whereas though the people who were working towards their qualifications and doing more than just their job, they were like, oh yeah, I'm taking college classes. So yeah, that brings you guys to the end of this video. I hope I didn't bore you or drag anything on. I hope I answered every question as thoroughly as possible, and please stay tuned for the next video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.